family. I want to welcome you to our weekly update. I have lots of great things to share with you today, so let's get started. As you all know, we like to start off with a word of inspiration. So I'll tell you a story I told some friends before, and it involved the kid that always used to come over to my house, and his name was Little AJ. They called him Little AJ for obvious reasons. He wasn't the biggest guy in the neighborhood. He'd come over and play with my boys all the time, and they have a great time. But one day, when I was deciding I wanted to tease my kids, I said, you know what, guys? Little AJ is now officially my bodyguard. I said, if you guys want to wrestle me, if you guys want to talk to me, touch me, you're going to have to get through Little AJ first. Now, my kids are big and strong, and they did not like the idea that Little AJ was my gatekeeper. But that's what I told them. And I stood behind Little AJ and I antagonized them until they got to the point where they said, oh, we don't care. We're going through your bodyguard and we're getting directly to you, Dad. And so as I'm standing behind my bodyguard, and I mean standing behind him, the boys just attack. But before they know it, I grab Little AJ's arms from behind and I begin to operate and work him like he was a piece of machinery. And don't you know, he dismantled my kids within the blink of an eye. And then I lift AJ up, I threw him, said, run AJ. And then I stood between AJ and my kids so that they didn't go and kill him. So, okay, what's the moral of this story? Clearly, you all can see Little AJ didn't have enough strength to defend against these big kids that were in front of him, 4 of them to be exact. And the moral of the story is, it didn't matter that AJ wasn't strong enough. He had somebody behind him, operating him, who had superpower. And the word super just means more than. So a person operating AJ had more than enough power to get the job done. And that's the only reason AJ was able to dismantle that mob. And so as I look at our program, which is going great and it's very exciting, I also find comfort in the fact that God stands behind me and behind this program, and he's operating things and controlling things so that the mob or hard times or a down market doesn't overrun us, but we can still find victory in those moments. Okay, as we're moving forward, I just want to say a few people joined our program and they were asking for financial or specific financial advice. We're not financial advisors, all right? We're not. If you are going to partner in this program, you need to talk with your spouse or your family or your personal financial advisor and make sure joining our team and partnering in this program makes sense for you, because we don't offer financial advice. All right, so great. I was talking to a few friends and they were talking about what is it exactly that you're doing and how is it that you're doing exactly what you're doing. And I talked a little bit about it, but some of the details are very hard to understand unless you actually do this for yourself. But I told them, hey, listen, I'm going to take $500. I'm going to start an account. And I put it in there. And I said, in 1 year, this $500, if we do a few things along the way, can actually be $1.5 million. No way. Well, yeah, I think so. No way, huh? I think it can happen. And so this is what I want to do for you all. I'm going to create the passwords for you all. And if you're interested, you can send an email to admin@thefuturemillionaires.club. And you can follow us day to day on this journey as we trend from $500 to $1.5 million. Now, keep this in mind. If I take $500 and I only make $500,000, I'm not going to throw a tantrum. You won't find me on the floor kicking and screaming. If I take $500 and I make it to $750,000, I'm not going to throw a tantrum. I'm probably going to be happy. But the goal is $500 to $1.5 million, and that's what we're aiming to do. So with that in mind, I want to give you right now, and you can check on this every week at our meetings, but I'm going to give you right now the goals for week 1, and that will start tomorrow. So it's a percentage of the account balance per day that you need to make, okay? So day 1, I need to earn $10. Day 2, I need to earn $10.20. Day 3, $10.40. And day 4, which will be Friday, $10.61. If I do that for the first 4 days, I'm lockstep with my goal. Now, over the course of time, the schedule will increase. And then when I'm in the middle of, let's say, September, I'll probably have to make $3,000 this day, $3,100 the next way, so on and so forth. But the key is, all you have to do is make a percentage of your account. It will be just as easy to make the $10 on day 1 as it will be to make the $3,000 on day 67 or whatever, if I follow my principles. So I hope you log in with us and follow the journey. We're going to give you limited access. Maybe once we get to month 2 or 3, we might scale back access because you might start to get my secret recipe. But you'll at least be able to travel with us on this journey for a considerable distance. Okay, as we keep on moving, last week we announced the Power Portal, which was the goal of that portal is we're trying to shape the minds of the people that partner with our program. If you need a little bit of immediate money, sure, jump in a 50/50 program. But the goal is to have balance. Okay, so you want to be able to be in a short-term program if that's what interests you, but you also might want something down the road that is being cooked and baked in the oven, and it will be prepared for you in a little bit of time. And that was the concept of the Power Portal. The portal will be, the metrics on the portal will be posted tomorrow, so you'll be able to follow along and see the growth of the portal. It's only for 30 months, okay? No more than 30 months. Because in 30 months, I'll be 50, and that will be the time to cash out, and then we can all celebrate and maybe have a birthday party for me. But if you're not in the Power Portal, I suggest you get into a portal. If you want more information, there's a video that you can watch on the Power Portal on our webpage, and you can kind of see how it works. The only thing is, we'll probably keep the enrollment open, I would say, maybe for another 10 days or so. The only thing is, once the portal starts, we calculate the total amount of days. If you get in over a course of, and it starts tomorrow, so if you get in, let's say 3 days from tomorrow, when we calculate you at the end of the 30 months, it will be 30 months minus 3 days. If you get in 7 days from tomorrow, you'll be at 30 months minus 7 days when we calculate you. But I really will encourage you, jump in the Power Portal. You're gonna wish in 30 months from now, you're gonna say, man, I wish I put my $500 in the Power Portal, when you see your best friend coming to pick up and God willing, his check for $40,000. Or you're gonna say, man, I wish I put my $1,500 in the Power Portal, when you see your next door neighbor coming down to pick up something substantial. I think it's fun. I think it doesn't cost you too much, and I just challenge you, jump in the portal. I don't believe you're gonna regret it. One of the main questions that we get is, what is the difference between the Legacy program and the 100% program? And so I just want to explain it, because the Legacy program, in my mind, is one of the programs that I'm directing all of my focus and my attention to in the future. The main difference is the 100% program, you get in the program and you full compound the whole way through. One of the, not complaints, but one of the challenges of a few people in the 100% program is sometimes they might want to take a little bit of a withdrawal of the return on investment that they make. But the 100% program really doesn't have an accommodation for that. The Legacy program is the same concept as a 100% program, but the Legacy program has built into it per quarter, which is every 3 months, where you have the ability to take a withdrawal of up to 10% of your account balance. And so that's kind of nice. If you need it, you have access to it. If you don't need it, you just let it keep rolling and keep growing. So the other advantage, though, of the legacy program, the more money you have in an account, the more leverage you have. If you have stronger leverage, you can have greater patience when you're entering positions and exiting positions, because you know your account is safe, because your account balance is never being encroached upon. And so the legacy program has stronger leverage, and it has options for withdrawal. And it has my interest and the interest of my team. So if you're thinking about a more stable ride with the ability to make a pull here and there, I think you want to get on Legacy Lane. Like they always say, hindsight is 20/20. When we cruised into Christmas time this year, so many people were looking to take withdrawals, and they didn't understand the timing of the withdrawal and how long that possibly takes to get the money from the broker to the bank, and from the bank to the partner. It took a little bit longer than they thought. But I used to say to them at Christmas time, or I would say to them, you have to plan for this stuff. You can't walk in on Tuesday and come back on Wednesday and expect something to be there for you. And one of the things that we used to teach in our financial literacy class was a way to automate your savings. Now, some people are great and incredible savers. I'm really not one of them. But because I'm not one of them, I got into an automated savings program that always tucks something away, so that, if there's a rainy day, you always know, hey, I'll just shoot over to my rainy day money, and it's available for you within a second, as opposed to running to all the people begging them for a little bit of money so you can buy a few Christmas presents. So what I'm challenging people to do, if you're a great saver and you have your own system, cool. Continue doing what you're doing. But if you're not a great saver, or if you're interested in automated savings, why don't you email us at support@thefuturemillionaires.club, and we're going to teach you. There's an application you'll put on your phone, and it has nothing to do with us. We're not managing it at all. All of this is outside of us, but I'll lead you to an application. That application will link up to your bank account, and it creates an algorithm of your spending pattern, and then it begins to automate savings for you. I had a young lady that used to work for me, and she never was a successful saver, but we put her in this program, and I would say within 4 or 5 months, she checked her rainy day account and it had like $3,500 in it. I mean, the smile on her face, you wouldn't be able to imagine it. So if you're interested into that, email us and I'll get you all set up. Okay, great. And now we're coming to the end of our meeting. I do want to say this. We always evaluate our program, and we want to make sure that we're like-minded. It's a community. It's not a one-man show. It's a team of us moving forward with a similar idea for the future. With that in mind, as I did my quality review and I had my mentors and advisors walk us through it, there were some people in the program that maybe have a different vision than the Future Millionaires Club. Doesn't mean their vision is bad. I'm not saying that. But the vision is different. And because of that, we decided we were going to liquidate them. And so that's what we did. In that process, it did create open enrollment room, because our goal has always been to be an exclusive club of 400 to 500 people. And once we get to that number, close enrollments, and then we all collectively move into millionaire status one by one. So I liquidated roughly 100 people. And so there's roughly 100 available spots. So if you know any great people that can align with our vision, please bring them to the program, so that we can repopulate our program with people that are 100% like-minded with us as we move forward into a brighter future.